I know that I think it's fun. Oh, yay.
Are we live? Yay!
Hello, my friends. We're hoping we get some takers here.
Who's gonna show up?
If it's just you and me, that's fine. We've
Okay.
talked about these, but I think actually, we haven't talked about some
Not
of
all
them.
of them. No.
Oh, there's Teresa. Hello.
I need to put my comments on. Yay.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank
Teresa.
you for showing up.
We're like, please show up.
Well, we were laughing. I could just talk to Mandy. That'd be fine. But I was laughing. I was like, okay, we could just do a live chat regardless.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun either way, for sure.
We love it. So we're excited though, because we're going to be talking about some of 2024 new releases. Justina,
Hey,
hello.
Justina.
Yes, okay, good. We've got a couple diehards here. I bet Justina's definitely bought some new releases. You guys have to share with we have some,
Yeah.
but I think that hello.
From
Yummy.
Louisville.
Yay. So anyways, we're hoping it can be hi Tiffany interactive as well. Okay, honey, do you want to kick it off?
Sure. Let's see.
Hi, Liz.
I'm trying to think of which one I want to talk about first. So I only have one full bottle and then I have 4 decants. So 4 5 ml decants. So I will go ahead and do my full bottle first.
Let's do it.
This is from a house that I have 2 or 3 other perfumes from, and I absolutely love. It is Theodoros Kalatinis, the Greek perfumer. And this is Caramel Oud, their newest release.
Which she sent me, which I almost died.
Isn't it good? It's okay. So I didn't know that typically I would not go for something that had oud in the name because I've never thought, oh, I like oud. But then when I look back at a lot of the fragrances that I love, it has oud in it. So when I started doing these lives with you, especially, and we really broke down everything, I realized how much I liked nude. I realized how much I liked nude. How much I liked oud. And so I had to get this one, Blind Buy. And I love it. It has, okay, let me pull up the notes because I definitely have my thoughts on this, but the notes are caramel, oud, saffron, and toffee.
I mean, there's not a lot to not like, except I think that oud, we should explain, has variants.
It does. It can be very like animalic.
Yep.
And which, how would you, because I've had some comments after our lives on my videos saying, maybe we should do a live on explaining what some of these descriptive words mean to us.
Yes.
So how would you describe animalic? Because some people may not know what that means.
So I call it skank.
There you go. It's skank. Sometimes it can be skank.
Okay, actually, I just have to say, so I have smelled lots of different ouds before, and like literally one, I was like, oh my God, like I thought my dog pooped in the room or something. Like I was like, oh my God, it's the perfume. It's there can be some intense barnyard fecal. And then there can be this resinous, rich oud, woody, like that, something that adds a little oomph to a perfume, but it does not go barn. Have you smelled a barnyard fecal?
Yes, and I can't remember. Oh my goodness, which one was it? It was the new, and I don't even know if it had oud in it. But I remember I texted you. It was the new DS and Durga.
Oh,
the vanilla one. And I about threw up, y'all. I was like, I would have to go way back in our text. But I think I texted you and said, like, I feel like I just fell in poop in hay in the barn. Like that's what I felt like. It would smell so bad. And I don't even know if it had oud in it, but that's what I got from it.
It says our pick is out of focus. I'm sorry, guys. We're on a streaming.
I'm in focus on mine. If anybody else other than Donna has us out of focus, let us know. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I'm on mine, I'm focused that I can see, but sorry, it's a third party, like it's a streaming service. So
Yeah.
hopefully it'll oh good.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
say but yes, okay, so yeah, what do
Okay.
you think of as animalic?
So when I bought it and was waiting for it to arrive, I was looking at reviews, and a lot of people were comparing it to Rosendo. Is it Mateo,
Mhm.
something number 5, which is very, very popular. I did not like it. I felt like it smelled like burnt tires. There was
Yeah,
something to me that was way too rubbery to
yeah.
my nose. I liked it for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. And then I was like, no, I can't do this. So I never obviously bought the full bottle. I can see where people might have a correlation to that, but obviously it's not too strong of a comparison because I really like this one.
Yeah,
It does have a little bit of a metallic
yeah,
something to it,
yeah,
and that's even in the pyramid, the scent pyramid on Fragrantica, and I think
yes.
that's the saffron that's making it kind of smell
Oh,
like that. I love a metallic. I love
yeah,
Tom Ford Metalique. I love
yep.
my patchouli magnetic. Like all of those have kind of a
It's like a
metallic type of scent. Someone also mentioned in a review that it smells like caramel shaving cream,
yeah.
and
It's
it
like it's
kind of
got
does.
yes. Oh my gosh, that's
I'm like,
actually
that
a really
really resonated to me
yes, yes.
because there's something fresh,
Yeah.
but then there's something sweet.
So I was thought it was interesting because when I smelled the freshness in here, which I wouldn't have thought from oud
Right.
caramel, like,
And
and the
caramel. Yeah.
notes made it sound more like sweet with the woody under, I was so nice like that. That's such a good
Yeah.
description.
To me, that was perfect. So I was like, I'm going to steal that because that is what it smells like. A little bit of sweet,
Yep.
fresh barbershop type of vibe. I mean, and which is again not what you would expect from it, but I really like it. I really like it. I'm glad I have the full bottle. It's definitely not like anything I have in my collection, and it is not exactly like the Rosendo because again, I could not stomach that. There was
And
something
now
about it.
somebody over here, she's also saying she hated it too. So
Yeah. It just was not for me and my nose. And some people, it's like their favorite fragrance of all time. Like they cannot speak highly enough about it, but there was something in it that did not agree with me. This
and
one agrees with me.
that's what's so fun though about fragrance. Or,
Oh yeah.
sometimes it's so sad though, like when you love one and then someone's like, oh my God, it just did not work
I
with
know. And
me.
I'm sure people will hear me say that about Rosendo and they're like, how could she not like it? But there's just something about the receptors in our noses that either love something or hate something. Because how many people hate patchouli? And
Yeah.
that blows my mind. I'm like, how can you not like patchouli? If it's got patchouli in it, I'm going to like it.
And she's like,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna bathe in it.
so I totally get how everybody can be different. And yes, the lemon tart is amazing. I have Coffee Addict. I have Velvet Chocolate. Velvet Chocolate and Coffee Addict is my favorite layering combo.
I was gonna say that one already sounds like heaven.
It is insanely good layered together. So very, very good, very affordable. I mean, this is 50 mils
Yes.
and I think it's $55. So,
Great brand.
yeah.
So good.
Yay. What's your first one?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the one that was like instant. Like, I smelled it and then I went to dinner and then I had to go buy it because I loved it so much. Okay, do you know which one I'm talking about?
No.
I'm pretty sure you like it. Okay.
Is it the one that I said was my favorite from that brand?
Ooh.
Oh, no. Yes. Oh, I
Okay.
knew that. I wore this yesterday.
Okay. So this is Initio's Narcotic Delight.
Yes.
And this was one that surprised me because I thought of you, Mandy. I don't think this one's boozy enough for you.
But it's the tobacco.
Okay. So this is so funny because the reason I like this when we were talking a little bit about freshness,
Yeah.
there's a little note. Okay, so number one, I smelled it. I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this. There's something so addictive. So we went to dinner. I was with my husband, and it did help because he's like, wow, that smells so good. And then
Whenever they do
"Ooh."
that, you're like, oh, free reign to go buy the full bottle.
Well, that's what I laughed. I didn't want to tell him the price because I was like, I gotta go get,
Yeah.
this. So then I was so surprised because then I looked up the notes and I had no idea that it had cherry in it. So
Yeah,
this
I
is
can
what
totally smell the cherry. All I get is cherry and tobacco out of this.
okay, well, no, but okay, so that being said, if you think you hate cherry scents,
Yeah.
would you say, like, to me, this does not smell like you smell the cherry, but are you like,
I
hello,
smell the
cherry?
cherry, but a lot of people, when they see cherry, they automatically think it's gonna be cough syrup cherry, and that's
Yes.
not what this is at all.
No.
This is a sweet cherry. This is not a sour cherry. This is not
Mm.
a black cherry. This is, I mean, it is a sweet cherry mixed with the tobacco, and that's what my nose gets.
And the tobacco, so I just literally was like, "Oh my gosh, my eyeballs roll." Like, when I
Mhm.
really love one, I'm like, "Oh," you know? And then it was like this brand also, I don't know if it's the Hedion or what is
Mhm.
there's something that's really addictive
Yeah.
about this entire, like, it makes me a little high, and I know
Yeah.
I'm not high, just high on perfume, but, I'm straight edge, everybody. But I literally felt like high at dinner. Like, I was like, "Oh my god, I just love this so
Yep.
much." And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're gonna close." So I like ran in there and they were also doing like a gift too. So of course I was like, gift with purchase.
What did you get?
I got a whole travel size of the, like, a big nice
Of the same
travel.
scent?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
had, you could pick some other, but it was like Oud for Happiness, which I
Oh, yeah.
like Oud for Greatness, but I'm not as
Yeah.
big a fan of that one, and there was something else I already owned, so I just like, I
Yeah.
don't um, regardless, I'm so glad so many love this. Okay, so I
Yes.
do, let me give you the notes because I'm all over the notes, but okay, and I thought you were gonna like it. So there's cognac, so I thought of you immediately once
I
I
mean,
actually, like, read
instant
the
love.
notes, but
Yeah.
it's cherry, but as we said, it's like the good kind of cherry,
Yes.
pink pepper and black pepper, so a little bit of spiciness, cognac,
Mhm.
Hedion, tobacco, and then vanilla. And there's something sort of effervescent. It's
A
definitely
little bit.
boozy.
Yeah.
Totally makes me drunk. A little bit of sweetness in
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's sweet, but then when you dry down, don't you think it's like kind of gorgeous?
It's so gorgeous. And you know what this reminded me of when I first sprayed it, especially when I wore it on my skin yesterday? One of my first layering, when I really started getting into fragrance and I first started layering, I was like, went to my collection and I was like, I'm going to see what can put on with each other and see how it smells. Was Tom Ford Lost Cherry and Tom
Mhm.
Ford Tobacco Vanille. And I
Yes.
have loved that layering combination. And this
Yep.
reminds me of when I wear those two.
Yes. That
When I
is a
wore that
good.
yesterday, that immediately came to my head.
Yep.
It smells almost exactly like the same on my skin.
She's like drunk and stoned. I am. The perfume. Oh, do not be embarrassed to ask. So
No, oh my goodness.
Hedion is a floral, but I feel like, isn't it like this molecular? I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it can almost smell synthetic sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Like if you're aware of what ISOE Super or Ambroxan or those kind of notes, it kind of gives off that vibe to me.
And yes, and but it feels like that's what makes it so, and like there's something
Yeah.
in here that's intoxicating, and I think in this whole line they use Hedion, right? Like there's something that's addictive. I gotta look at it.
Yeah, there's something.
I guess it's
Oh, it's an
just like,
aphrodisiac too. Okay. Wow.
yes, yes,
There we
but
go.
okay, this is making, so Liz or any, this was, if you're a fan of the brand, some people automatically, bought it just because they love it. Smoking a
Smoking
pipe
a
with
pipe.
cherry.
Look, I could sit in a room
Yeah.
with people smoking pipes and I mean, I shouldn't, I know, but I love the smell of a pipe being smoked. Love it.
And then I think one other thing I should say is that I like boozy fragrances, but not like
Not like me.
you want to bathe in the booziness. And so this is why I think there's a little bit of freshness
Yeah.
in this,
Yeah.
or something that I was just overwhelmed with. Like, I want to smell like this. I love it. I'm addicted to it. Like,
Yeah.
I have been wearing like, you know how you go get, we have a lot of perfume here, but
Oh, yeah.
I have been like, oh my God, I want to wear this. I want to keep on. So I've been on a roll. And this one, literally, I walked into a shop. They're like, oh my gosh, you smell so amazing. So of course I was like, oh, not that you do that, but you know how you're
Well, but
like
it's a little validating sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, like with a husband and that. So I was like, okay, so this has been obsession. And I was so glad. I was thinking you were going to love it, but I didn't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was boozy enough.
It's not like some of my other boozy. You're right. Like I can tell that it's in there, but I do get the cherry and the tobacco more than anything. It's not like some of my knock you down bathing because I am someone who wants to bathe in the booze. Like
She's a booze hound and
I
I'm a
am.
stoner.
Yeah, there you go. Aren't we the pair?
Neither one of us. I don't even think you drink very much.
No, but I sure like to smell like it.
Well, this is
Okay.
this is our booze right here.
That's right.
Perfume.
This is what
Okay,
we
go
get drunk
ahead.
Let me
Ooh.
talk about this one because I wore it the second half of today when my first one kind of wore off. I was like, I'm going to pick one of these. I'm going to wear it and remind myself what I think about it. This is the brand new one from Narcotica, and it's
Ooh.
called Happy Dust. And I wish I had, y'all, my screen protector is so cracked. So you're probably not going to be able to see it. But this is the Narcotica. This is all their bottles look like this. Kind of like this brand. They all look the same except for the label. So this is okay. This is a vanilla. Everything's a vanilla lately. I feel like that's the thing to do. Okay, so it's vanilla, mango, coconut water, mate, matcha tea, brown sugar, amber, star jasmine, vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, musk, and balsam. So 3 different vanillas, not the bourbon vanilla is on the top. But this is what I get from this. And this is why, for me, I do not consider this full bottle worthy because it did not last very long on me.
Okay.
And I have, some decants of other narcoticas that will last all day. This maybe lasted an hour and a half before I had to start putting my my arm up to my nose. It was very fleeting on me. Sometimes my skin eats fragrance. So, take that with a grain of salt. But this is so similar to other fragrances, in my opinion. It is kind of a mix between Acro Bake. It's got some Hufflepuff from House of Sillage.
Yes.
It's got some Princess from Killian.
Oh my
The matcha tea makes it kind of smell like that. It's so similar to ones, and I wore Princess, the original Princess. I haven't smelled the reformulation. I wore that one this week sometime, and I love it. I love it so much. It's one of Chad's favorites on me. It will last all day. This one does not last. It's too similar to those for me to warrant it. But if you like Narcotica as a brand and you don't have those other fragrances or haven't smelled those other fragrances, maybe you'll like it. But to me, it smells like a lemon cake with some brown sugar frosting and a matcha tea.
Yum.
Which it's good. Don't get me wrong. It smells good.
But I love the comparisons though, because you're right. Like if you don't own those, then you're like,
and maybe, maybe it's going to be worth it to you, but it's also not a cheap perfume, So to me, I would go buy again, I haven't smelled the reformulations of the Killian fragrances, but I would probably just go buy a travel spray of Princess and call it a day, like I don't, and save your money for something that's maybe not repetitive. I get really excited when these new releases, but then I get really upset when they're so repetitive because there's so much you can do with fragrance,
You're like,
and 100% too expensive for poor longevity. I will dish out some money for a fragrance, but I want it to last on me. Like I'm not someone who's like, I don't care if it lasts 2 hours. I'll just spray it again. No, I really like to spray it in the morning and still smell it at night. Yeah. And I sprayed this 3 hours ago. I can't smell it anymore. Like on my skin.
That makes you sad.
It does. And it's again, it smells good. It's just not, it's not original.
Right,
So,
right, right. Like you have that, but this is good. This is, I mean, I find that super helpful.
right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, y'all,
Well,
sorry. I have to, Cortland just texted me and said I have to pick her up 30 minutes later. So I have to
oh,
tell
your
Chad.
hubby.
My daughter started her job today. So I'm like,
Um, it's the Killian Princess fragrance. What's the
yes.
full name? Because I have
It's
that.
like, yes, I don't need a prince by my side to be a princess. That's it.
Yes,
Yes.
that one. That made me laugh because Zoe and I went into Sephora and then we were like, we have to buy it. Like that was so addictive. So we bought the princess and then she
Mhm.
had to go off to school. And I was like, oh, who gets to keep it? You know,
Yeah.
who gets to keep? Because I was like, well, I don't want to buy two of them.
Well,
You know,
luckily I bought a set when I bought mine and it came with a travel spray. So
oh,
I have
okay.
like a 10 mil travel spray plus the original, but I'm
Yeah.
kind of stingy with it because it's so good. But it gets better the longer like I have it. And it smells like a matcha marshmallow.
Okay.
Like,
She's like, she has the new one and it smells it, but it doesn't
ah,
last long.
see,
Okay.
some Killians don't last long on me. The princess does. So
Yeah.
again, I can't speak about the new version. But that's kind of my thoughts on Happy Dust.
Okay, are you ready for this one? The next one, because we're talking
Yes.
about vanilla.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
I'm ready.
we're,
Let's
we're
talk because
doing
that's my line
vanilla
too.
ice cream with some coffee on it. This is a new release from Mancera,
Yes.
and this is Amore Cafe. And this is definitely for my loves of gourmand,
Yes.
sweet vanilla ice cream. Like it's literally an affogato in the bottle. Like that literally, do you not smell that? I was like,
It smells
holy
so good.
cow. So this is another one, and I know like this is gourmandy too, but this is
Yeah.
the back. It's two different
It's
animals. Like
very, very,
this,
very different.
okay, good, because someone was asking me, and I was like, oh, I'm having a hard time because this one is for my pure vanilla lovers. They want to smell edible. They want to smell like ice cream cone. And there
That's
is
what I get from this
coffee
is
in
ice cream.
here, but it isn't like, I find the coffee to be in the background. It's
It is
definitely,
not like if you've smelled the coffee addict, like I
yeah.
mentioned earlier. It is nothing like that. It's not like what was another coffee one that Acro Awake.
Awake.
Nothing like that.
No, no.
It is
This
like
is
maybe a
dessert.
coffee ice cream.
Yeah,
Maybe.
coffee. I was thinking of Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream
Yeah.
because that's like the classic and always like so good. But this truly is, and then a lot of people have bought this and they're loving it too. It's
So good.
very crowd pleasing. I
Yeah.
would say this is like, and it's delicious. And it was like perfect for Valentine's. Like if you wanted something sweet and edible and you just wanted to like smell huggable, this is what this Amore Cafe is. I think. And it just was, it's like to me, one of the most edible,
It's
like,
very creamy. It smells like that, like first initial whiff when you walk into an ice cream shop.
yep. She
Like I
was
get
like,
a
is
little
it?
bit of like the waffle cones. I get a little bit of the ice cream.
Yes, ice cream.
Yes.
I definitely get that vanilla ice cream. Like I was
Yeah.
like, wow. And I
It's so
definitely
good.
smell, to me, this was vanilla on steroids with a little hint of the coffee
Yeah.
behind the scenes. So
But
I
it's
was
a
like, we're,
different enough vanilla from all the other vanillas that
yes.
are being launched right now.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a little bit
It's,
of a vanilla overload. I'm kind of over it a little bit, but
yes.
this is different enough.
This is different enough, and I don't know, it's a good, I don't know, I think it's a beautiful,
Oh, it
if
is.
you're looking for something like that. And I know a lot of people, we are, if you love vanilla, we have a lot of different vanilla
Yep.
fragrances, but this one, I would say, because it smells so like dessert off of God with that coffee, it's enough different than a lot of my others. Would you say like it's
Yes.
not
And
traditional?
someone asked if it smells like whiff of a waffle cone or more vanilla. To me, it smells more vanilla. Whiff of a waffle cone has a very pronounced smokiness to
Yeah.
it. And I remember describing it once on one of my videos or to somebody who asked. It's to me smelled like I was in an ice cream shop while they were making waffle cones, but I was walking out of it and I was passing by someone who was smoking. And I kind of walked through their cloud of smoke while getting, and I didn't mind it. It actually kind of worked, but it's very different than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think
definitely.
if you've had affogato, they're pouring the coffee over the ice cream. I think that the Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream, if that's the genre, I would, with vanilla, obviously.
Yeah, that's always what Cortland picks when we go ice cream. She always gets the mocha or the coffee, or she'll do a coffee milkshake, and that's what this smells like to me.
Yep.
So.
Okay, that one's good. And then someone's asking, I have not tried these mind games. I've totally seen them, and
I don't think I have either. I've definitely seen them, but I don't think
they're expensive. And I don't live by any place that actually where I can smell them.
Yeah.
Last time I was in Atlanta, I was at Neiman Marcus and they were just putting them out. But I have not. I know a lot of people like them. So
I need to probably get like a discovery set.
Yeah. Ooh, that could be fun.
Because another thing that I need in my life is another perfume sample. If I had $1 for every perfume sample,
I think that we're doing better with the samples than just we were saying right before we got on how we like a blind buy, like it's kind of the thrill and the fun because she's a drunk and I'm a stoner.
And there is a drunk lovers fragrance that just released that I want to blind buy so bad, and that's what we were talking about. So
yes, you're getting that one tonight after we get off.
Okay, thanks for being a good. I'm
an enabler. That's all right.
Good enabler for me. I appreciate it. I have 3 left. Do I do the one I don't like? Get that over with. Okay, because I think you kind of feel the same.
Is this we have one crossover. So let's go ahead, do it. Lay it down.
This is Tom Ford Vanilla Sex. And this is my notes on this. I wrote the name. I put yep towards an arrow towards the name. It is aptly described. And it is boring and not memorable. Therefore, it is aptly named and I know that's what they're trying to do. This is what Tom Ford does. He's all like tongue in cheek with his names and all that kind of stuff. But this is done right. This is named right, in my opinion.
Yes.
To me, this is boring and not memorable. I don't know what else to say about it.
Oh, so I had a friend who blind bought it, and then she made me laugh because I was like, okay, I went and smelled it. And then we were laughing about pedestrian sex. It's still not in a bad way. But it was just sort of like.
But there's lots of better ways. Let's just say that.
But then didn't Chad have a really funny one? Because my husband did not like it and yours did not.
He said it smelled like pee.
Yeah. We were laughing about how our husbands always just it'll be like, smells like piss or that kind of stuff. So
that's what he really disliked this one, really on the paper. And it doesn't have many notes. I mean, it's bitter almond, vanilla absolute, ultra vanilla. I'm like, what is that? It's vanilla.
I know.
Ultra vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, and floral notes. So it's basically.
And I was super excited about it.
I was too.
Reading the notes, I was like, ooh. And I was thinking, oh, maybe this is going to be like velvet tonka. But anyways, I just was like the price, the smell.
We were talking about that before we came on. Tom Ford really has to blow me away for me to justify his prices anymore anyways. I mean, I think it's just a little outrageous how far they've gone up, how quick they've gone up. I know everybody's raised their prices recently and some for good reason, but it's kind of highway robbery to me, how quickly they went up and how small they got. I feel like the sizes even got smaller. I know they've always had various sizes, but I'm like, you really have to. And I have not had very good luck with some of the recent releases from Tom Ford. I don't know what it is. If they've got like, I don't know, but this is just, it's not bad. It doesn't make me, I don't smell pee when I smell this. It doesn't
I
make me, want to throw up or anything. It's just not, it doesn't warrant the price.
I think
It's
that
not
was like it
exciting.
was not like, oh my God, it wasn't anything
No,
like that. It's actually very, like, I think
vanilla.
very vanilla. And
Yeah.
but I think the thing is I was like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That was my, I was like, okay, and we both will blind buy, both will slap
Yeah.
down some money on things, but for the
It's
sake
not.
of research, no,
Yeah.
she's like, but that was like I was laughing because I was trying not to say anything to her because she had ordered
I know. She was like, "Did you get it? Have you smelled it?" And I said, "No, I've ordered a decant." And she was like, "When are you getting it? Tell me when you get it. Tell me what you think. When are you getting it?" And she texted me next, Have you gotten vanilla sex yet?" And I'm like, "No."
because we were trying not to influence each other.
But I kind of got the drift when she was like, because I feel like if she would have loved it, she would have just said, "Oh my goodness, she would have texted me and said, 'This is so good. I can't wait for you to smell it.'"
Yeah, when I love something, I have to share the joy, and I go crazy over. I'm like,
Yeah.
and so this one, but I was like, shoot, she doesn't have it because I wanted to laugh about the
Yeah. It's
vanilla
not,
stuff.
again, not a bad perfume. It just
No,
absolutely is not worth the price tag. And Tom Ford's, a lot of them, I feel like Lost Cherry is really the only one that stays on me past
yeah,
like 3 hours. They're not known for their longevity anyways. So that was another like kind of strike on it. But
yeah,
again, if something's like out of this world, makes my eyes roll back in my head, like maybe I'll sacrifice the longevity for it, but this just was not an
no.
eye roller for me.
We were trying to be more discerning too. Some
Yeah, well, yeah, I think once you hit a certain, amount of perfumes in a collection, it just makes sense to be like, okay, do I really need this? Do I really want this? It's not about need. Let's scratch that. None of this is need. Do
no,
I
no,
really want this? Can I justify the fact that I've never smelled anything like it? It's
yep,
different. I'm going to be excited to wear it, and maybe it'll get compliments. And none of those boxes were checked when I was thinking about vanilla
right,
sex.
yep.
So,
Agreed. Agreed.
yes. Okay. Let's talk about one that we both like. What's your next one?
Okay, this is one actually we both like. So this one I kind of was thinking you were gonna like it. I was surprised. So this
Oh,
one
you
is a
didn't think I
little
would like it?
no, I was thinking I was kind of like she's either gonna love it or hate it.
Okay.
You know which
Which
one
one are
I'm
you talking
talking
about? I can't see it. Your name's
about.
in the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is a
Okay.
new launch from Creed.
Yep.
This is Queen of Silk. And so I was kind of curious. So this was one of these that I smelled and I was kind of like, ooh, different. It's very different for
It is
Creed.
very
Creed
different.
is very known for their freshies, Aventus, like,
Yep.
they have a DNA and you either love it or you hate it. And I do love all their freshies. This is sort of like, then they had launched Carmina, which is different than their other, they're doing two kind of out of the box
Yeah.
fragrances for Creed.
Yeah.
And this one, I mean, hello, number one, this is about it's the Queen of Silk. So I do want to say that this fragrance really mimicked that silky texture for
Mm-hmm.
me. And I wasn't quite sure if I was sophisticated or like elegant enough to like this has that feeling like it's a little bit elegant and regal
Like
to
you have
me
to be put together to wear it.
kind of, and I'm a casual girl, do you know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
If
Like
I'm not in leggings, then I'm in pajamas. Let's be real.
so this to me felt like very really chic kind of, maybe not even chic, this is more like a very put together woman. What would you
Yeah.
describe? What did you get from it? And I'll show you the notes, I'll read them to you, but I go ahead.
No, I remember texting you. So I like Creed.
Yeah,
There's some I don't like. There's some I do like. Is it oud? Princess Oud or
Oh,
something. Like,
yes.
okay, that's so far has been my favorite
I
Creed
love
that I have smelled.
I like that.
Don't quite know why I don't have it because I really do like it. But when she sent me some of these decants, and I remember I was in car line waiting for my kids, and I was ripped into the package and I started spraying it. And I immediately texted her and I said, "This is just off the paper. It
Yeah.
is my favorite Creed to date."
Well, I thought either she's gonna like literally because she's not Miss Floral. This
No,
is
and
like,
I'm honestly surprised that I like this too.
but
However, when I went to look at the notes, I know why I like this
I knew
because
it.
some
That's
of
what I
my
thought you.
favorite notes are in this.
It's patchouli, people.
It's patchouli, it's tuberose, and it is myrrh. I love
Yeah,
myrrh. I remember it was probably a couple months ago where I think I texted you and I was like, I am beginning to realize that myrrh is one of my favorite
I
notes.
love.
It is in some of my favorite perfumes,
Yep.
and I didn't put it together until right then. And even I didn't know, when I first smelled this, but then I saw myrrh and I'm like, yeah, it's that specific spice. Myrrh smells like root beer to me in a way.
Yeah.
There's something about it that gives that like root beery kind of taste or smell to it.
I
And
haven't.
maybe it does that in this.
It's got it. Actually, when you're saying that little root beer, I kind of like that description because I
That's
love
it.
Mars
Every
too.
every perfume that I have and love with that note in it, I get a semblance of root beer, whether it be like thick and rich and creamy root beer or like super effervescent root beer. There's something
Yeah.
about myrrh that smells like
Now
root
I
beer.
want root beer.
I know, right?
In years. Okay, but let me give you the notes for
So
people
good.
who have not smelled this at all. So saffron, asmanthus, and magnolia. And asmanthus can almost smell a little like apricot.
Apricot. Mhm.
Yeah. So like almost like a little fruity. And then it's got passion fruit, which
Mhm.
has, if you've ever eaten passion fruit, it has a little tang to
Yeah.
it. And then tuberose. So I kind of thought for you, I was like, she loves tuberose. It's
Love it.
got a touch of oud in it,
Yes.
patchouli.
Yep.
And I knew the patchouli might out. I kind of thought she's not big floral person at all. So I was like,
I
well,
get the patchouli more than
yeah.
and the myrrh more than the florals.
And then it's got Madagascar vanilla, myrrh, ambroxan, cedarwood, musk, and a little bit of incense.
Mhm.
And to me, there's something sort of creamy, sweet, but there's something it feels very elegant. It has
Yeah,
a big presence to it. Like that's why I
it
was
is.
saying, like, I feel a little fancy. Would you say that or would
I
you?
would feel fancy, and honestly, and again, I'm very surprised that I like this as much as I do because
Yes,
it's not like anything else that I've smelled. It's not like anything I have in my collection.
this is not a Mandy go-to.
No,
Like I was
and
like, she's either,
I
yeah,
don't think that 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I would have liked it. I think
yeah.
that, my nose has evolved a little bit more, and I think that it's fallen so in love with myrrh and has always loved patchouli and tuberose that it just works for me. There's something about it that really works.
This one dries down so beautifully. That was
Yeah.
one thing because at first I was like, wow, this is like, I was like, I don't know if this is quite me. And then it sort of dried down so very elegant and beautiful that I ended up really liking it. And I have tried layering
Oh, I bet
Carmina,
that's nice.
and this has got a little bit more rose in it. And
Mhm.
like there is something because they did say you could do that. Not that I want you to go buy both of them. I just happen to have it.
Right.
But I was like, then I thought, you know what? I will wear this elegant little beauty. And I mean, I'm sorry, but the colors, these are just like, oh.
They are very pretty. The bottles are I love a white Creed bottle. There's something about the white ones that I
Yeah,
just love the most,
I
but
love the
I do
white.
like that one.
So this was like a surprise. I would definitely say this is definitely go smell it, wear it,
Yeah.
think about it because I kind of like wore Creed sent like a sample before they launched that I could wear it and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I was like, okay, I'm not quite sure. But
It's
like
so
she's
good.
like,
It's
it might
so
be too elegant for her. That's the only
no.
thing I would say is I am a very casual kind of, person. And so but then I was like, if the other day I had to like put on a little silk shirt and do that for work.
But
And
here's the thing. You make perfume, at least I do,
yeah.
what you want it to be. I
Yes.
am the epitome of casual. And I was not joking when I said, if I'm not wearing leggings, which I'm wearing right now, okay, then I'm in pajamas. I am a leggings girl. My love for collecting in fashion is tennis shoes. Like a new
Yes.
tennis shoe comes out, I'm on it. Like I love me some tennis shoes. That's my fashion sense. Okay. I would wear this in a heartbeat with leggings, tennis shoes, and an oversized white t-shirt and make it how I want to make it. I don't want anybody to think, oh, they can't pull it off.
Oh,
definitely
no.
smell it.
Like,
yes. Because that's not what I know that's not what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
When she says
I'm not saying it that it was more just like the presence of it just kind of was like, I was like, you know how you want to feel like it's yourself, like instead of a perfume that you're trying to make work, that's kind of it.
But I think I would totally wear that with this. And I might tomorrow because, I'll be in leggings, t-shirt, and tennis shoes. So I'll just wear Queen of Silk with it and I will rock it. And it's going to smell good.
I totally wear perfume with any outfit myself too. I'm just trying to put it in the context of
I do that all the time though. I put outfits, like that's how I describe a lot of perfumes, with outfits that I will never wear and I may love the perfume.
Like, crisp white button down lady who I aspire to be one day. That
one day I'm like, if I'm not her now at 43, I'm not going to be her. I'm okay with my leggings.
I'm still trying at 55. Okay, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to save my favorite for last. So I do like this one that I'm about to talk to, but it's not my favorite. But I do love this house. And this is a brand new one from Lorenzo Pizzaglia.
Ooh,
which y'all have heard me go on and on and on and on about Vampy Rum, which is still one of my favorites of all time. I love it so much. So when they released Sweet Explosion, I immediately got a decant. Okay, this smells, it's got a lot of notes in it. And I only put one note down by mine. Or down on my notes. I'm trying to pull up the notes. It's a very cool bottle. Like sometimes you just have to see the bottle.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Like an explosion. But I did not notice this. My description says solar honey. That's what I put on mine.
Oh.
And then I just noticed that there was a sun on here. So it totally makes sense.
Yes.
To me. This has, again, a lot of notes. White honey.
On the honey.
Yeah. And sometimes honey does not work for me. But this is white honey, coconut milk, lime, grapefruit, Divana, which I also have found out I love Divana. Divana can be like, some people cannot like it and some people can really like it. I tend to really like it. Argan, which it looks like a nut. Maybe that's what they do argan oil from. I'm not sure. Ylang ylang, Taif rose, broom, malva, coffee, vanilla, tonka bean, patchouli, benzoin, and musk.
Oh my gosh.
But this to me is a sunny, bright, sweet honey. That's what it smells like to me. I don't know how to explain it any other way because all I wrote was solar honey. But it is kind of like an explosion of, how some perfumes, when you look at the notes, it says solar notes.
Yes, yes.
Like, what does that even mean? But then you can kind of feel like, I kind of get it. Like you feel like you're in a warm, sunny, something. And I've got some white honey next to me. I don't know. That's how I don't really get a ton of the grapefruit. I don't love grapefruit. If I can really smell it, it kind of turns me off. Maybe a little bit of the lime and then ylang ylang, but it's not what I would call a tropical scent either. It's just a happy, bright, sweet solar honey.
I like that though.
I
don't know a fun, happy-go-lucky, like easy wear.
Yeah, very, 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 very different from Vampy Rum. Like it's not even in the same like side of the spectrum. No booziness to this, no heavy vanilla. This is not a heavy fragrance. This is a
Yes.
fun, happy, sweet, bright fragrance. So I
I
mean,
think
I
it
really like it.
sounds
There's another one that they came out with. I think it was called Sweet Kisses. Maybe
yes.
I want to smell that one too, because that I think is more along the like cotton candy type of
That
vibe.
one sounds so good.
It's good. I think that's really going to shine in hot weather. I'm
Yeah.
excited to, before I decide whether or not I'm going to get a full bottle, I'm going to wear this in the heat, like when it
Yes.
starts getting warm, and see, because I feel like that's when it's really going to shine.
That sounds amazing. And then one person said, but I want to see if the people have tried it yet. She was going to rock her homage in her scrubs, and I love you. But I also was like, has anybody tried the new Love Delight?
Oh my
'Cause
goodness,
we
I want to try
both
that
want it.
so bad.
We both want it, like just by the notes. Has anybody?
Yes, please tell me if you've tried the new
The
Amouage Love Delight.
color of the bottle.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. So we're anxiously. And Mandy was like, "You just have to go buy it."
I know. I was like, why don't you go buy it? I'll buy
She's
a decant off of it.
I know. I was laughing.
Okay.
I was like,
Sugar kisses. That's what it is.
So we can only get it right now on Homage, right?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think it's available anywhere else.
Okay. But yeah, see, Stephanie, you want it too. I really want it. That one just is really screaming my name. And then I'm trying to be really good about just, we got to smell it. So if any of you smell that sooner rather than later.
Isn't the bottle like a creamy apricot type color? Yeah. It's like Guidance, but instead of pink, it's like an apricot, like almost peachy color.
So, so someone's heard mediocre. We got to see, we're getting attracted to the
bottle. Yep.
Mandy's trying to push me into getting
I know. Well, you're the one that told me to blind buy the other one. You're like, you should get it. Just get it.
But that one I know you're going to like. I swear I know you're going to like that one.
I know. I will too.
Okay, going on a lighter one, and this is one that I completely fell in love with. And I think this is the new BDK 312 Saint Honore. And this one is not going to be anything like this is a whole different genre. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be this very light, ethereal. To me, this is French chic. Like literally, I think of it as like you are a confident woman and you just, you're going to smell this. This isn't going to blow any doors down at all. This is for you. Yep. You are going to smell just lovely. I just find it to be very chic. And then they were inspired by, this is a little inspiration fragrance because BDK opened up their first boutique in Paris. And the way that they designed the boutique, it's like kind of about the windows and the concrete and the stone that they used. And so this is a very light fragrance, has some orange blossom in here, but I don't know about you guys, but orange blossom can either, I have a love-hate with that a little bit. And this one's got angelica, pink pepper, orange blossom, iris, tonka. It's got some white musk and broxen, and a touch of oud. There's a little bit of that skank, not skank, but a little animalic. Like when we were talking about that, it's got a little bit of that. This is not just, it's got a little,
it's got a little something under it. And I've been trying to think of the word that I would use for it. It's kind of thicker to me. Like, there's something in it that makes it feel like it's got some kind of viscosity to it. Like,
actually, you know what? When I'm saying ethereal, I think when I first spray it out, I think what I would say is it's luminous, but there's something warmth. Does that make sense? Like
I'm getting a lot of musk. So I think if you're someone who likes musk therapy, by
I love a
Initio,
musk area.
then I think you will like this because I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of musk. I'm getting the ambroxan for sure. If I really, really, really reach, I can even get the Angelica and somehow smell the same Angelica and Angelique Noir. Like
Yeah,
it's
but
not,
it's
they're two
not
totally different fragrances, but that undertone of the
a little.
Angelica, I can
Yeah.
get.
Yep.
I can tell that it's in there. I would not have been able to pick it out if I had not looked at the notes. But yeah, it's very
it's so good.
it's light as in like a white t-shirt type of fragrance to me, but it's just thicker to me. Like there's something in it that has like a creamy almost undertone to it. And maybe that's the orange blossom because sometimes that can do that.
There's a creaminess and a muskiness, and it dries down into that creamy musk. You know what I mean? So it is not like, you know how clean laundry can. I do like some,
It's
but
like
it's
really
not
clean skin.
skin. I was gonna say so like skin and not like the cleaning. You know, I kind of can smell a little like linen sheets, but not like cleaning linen sheets, but just the texture of the linen sheets. So it's kind of, I got Angelica's more has that greenness. I love
it is a little bit of a greenness, but if you're someone that doesn't like green fragrances, it's not something that's going to turn you off, I don't think.
No.
Sometimes green fragrances are too much for me if they have a lot of green.
Yeah.
This one is not to me. That's not it.
Okay, which one should she run out and buy immediately? This is hard, but it kind of is
do
like,
you have any more to talk about?
No.
Okay, I have one more.
Oh, sorry. I was like, hold on, people. But this is the one I'm wearing today, and I love it.
I do. Okay, so I will go ahead and say out of all the ones that Abby has talked about, the one I want first is probably Queen of Silk.
Oh,
I know.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say this.
I know.
You have too many in this genre.
I think I have so many that I could.
Didn't I send you a good one or not?
A good what?
You
did of the Amore, like the Amore Cafe, which I also love. I love all of them, but there's something so different about Queen of Silk.
This one
to me warrants like it to be next of my full bottle on her list.
Okay,
the next of the full bottle on my list is the next one I'm going to talk about. My last one that I'm going to talk about.
Yes, let's let you talk.
If you have listened to me go on and on and on about my favorites, you know that I love Parfum Roma.
Yes.
So much. One of my very, very, very favorite perfume houses of all time. In fact, if you are a myrrh lover, which someone said they are, you must get your nose on Dencanto or Dencanto. I always think of like the Bruno song whenever I hear that because it's like Encanto, but with a D. Because this has myrrh in it. And this is in my top 5. I have described this as the one fragrance in my collection. It's not my favorite fragrance, but it is in my top 5. And it is the one that is me in a bottle more than anybody else or anything else in my fragrance collection. I have patchouli from them. I have alba from them. I have confetto. I have cerezo. I have dulcis and fundo.
She can open up. You can open up the store.
I flipping love them. Well, they came out with a new one. I do not know how to pronounce it. Gioiosa?
Yeah.
Gioiosa. This is so good. Okay. So a lot of people have said that this smells like a better version. Oh my goodness. This is an eye roller, y'all, of Bianco Latte. I have smelled Bianco Latte. I do not have a decant of Bianco Latte, and I can't quite remember much about it. So I can't say for sure, but a lot of people say this is a better version of that, meaning it lasts longer. It's a little more refined, a little smoother. So I'm going to go with that and say if you've smelled Bianco Latte, then this is similar, I guess, because so many people have said it. To me, I wrote, this is a brown sugar cake with before you put the icing on it, okay, it's just the cake part because it's not like knock you down sweet. It's not like
okay.
teeth hurt sweet.
Yeah.
So like you just took the cake out of the oven and you know, when you make a really good cake, you poke the holes in it and then you put a glaze over the top. Well, this has like a butter glaze, like a little bit of sugar, lots of butter, and you pour that over this brown sugar cake. That is what this is to me.
Oh my!
With a touch, and I'm talking a smidge of coconut. Like there is coconut on the top of this, and I think there's quite a bit of coconut in Bianco Latte, but that is not what I get the most out of this. What I get the most out of this is brown sugar. Shall I tell you the notes? Because I'm just sitting here like with my eyes rolling in the back of my head.
Does it have like a buttery? Is there any like slightly salted butter in it, or
it is butter? It's brown sugar and butter. However, and I think that might be the amber in it, but
yeah,
it doesn't have that many notes. And Perfume Roma is not known to put many notes in. In fact, I think Encanto is the most amount of notes they've ever put in a fragrance. But this is vanilla, coconut, amber, orange, jasmine, bergamot, and moss.
Ooh.
But y'all, oh my goodness, it is so good.
Wait, have you ordered it yet? Because I feel like that's a full bottle for you.
Oh, it's full bottle. It is the next full bottle out of the ones that I've talked about. 100%. I can't tell you how. So Perfume Aroma is very high concentrate in oils. And they are a house that actually suggests rubbing your wrist or arms together so that it can kind of activate all of those oils, where a lot of times people will say don't do that because it can break down the perfume molecules. So I will just rub, and it lasts all day long. All of them last all day long on me. Oh. And it's not like any of the other PRs that I have in my collection. It's so good. It's what I have wanted all of the coconutty fragrances that came out last year to be. Because it's not overly coconut. It doesn't turn sour on me. Coconut's another note that can, like honey, it can go good or bad.
Yeah, same.
What's that one? Let me see if I can find it. What's the one that everybody couldn't talk about? Oh, Blanche Bette.
Yes.
Blanche Bette, when that came out, Blanche Bette turned like sour milk on me. Like it was disgusting. I could not wear it on me. There's something about my skin chemistry. Bianco Latte. There was another one.
Is it work appropriate?
Bora. Well, it depends on what you want to smell like at work, I guess. I would wear it.
You know what I mean? Like it's not someone's.
No, I don't think it's not overpowering.
Yeah,
you can determine.
She's asking if it's appropriate. So meaning in that genre, like
I don't think anything's inappropriate from it at all. I feel like a lot of people would like this. It's not so mass appealing that it's boring. Sometimes when you describe something as mass appealing, some people are like, well, I don't want to smell like everybody else. Yeah, it's not that you're going to smell like everybody else. It's that everybody's going to like how you smell.
I think this is good. She's going to get a decant of it.
Definitely.
She's about to blind buy, because I've almost blind bought, because my place that sells those does not have the Bianca one. That's the one
the Sabia Bianca. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to start wearing that in the spring. But here's the thing with Perfumum now. I don't think they have this yet, but I'm sure they're going to. Most all of their scents come in these nice like travel size. I only have 3 full-size bottles from them, and all the rest of my scents are these. They're they're more than 10. Yeah, they're 18 mil. That's a good size for travel. Most of the time it's no more than, oh my goodness. I need to wear this tomorrow. Sabia Bianca. That's so good. So hopefully they'll come out with the travel size, in that soon.
Yes.
Because you don't need a lot. And again, they last all day. There's just something about that house that really works for me.
I love that size too.
It's so good. Like I don't know of any other travel sizes that are 18 mil.
No, and we have so much perfume that it's like nice and it's nice to travel with that size, because it's not a sample.
It's not overly. Yeah, I have 4 or 5 of the 18 mils. So
I love it.
I like it.
There's another one that I'm gonna just mention about the bottle that I sent her. It's just purely about how pretty the bottle was, the new Roja.
The bottle is so pretty.
What is it? Elysium Parfum.
Elysium. Let me see if I can.
So anyways, it's pink and purple, and it just sort of makes it just looks so beautiful. So if anybody smelled that one, but I heard it's like love, don't be shy. It's gonna be, it's gonna be pretty, but I have to like love it. But the
Well, I
bottle's
can't
already
believe
a love.
nobody hasn't smelled the new. Well, I can because it's not easily accessible
Yeah,
right now. But the new Amouage, here it is, Elysium Parfum.
yeah.
Yeah, look at this bottle.
This
Let me
is
see
the
if I
one
can.
that I sent over. I was like, for the bottle alone, the prettiness of it.
It's not letting me. Oh, here we go.
Uh,
It's
It's like
not doing it justice, but that like
pink and blue,
blue
purple.
and peach and
Yep.
purple, and then this like over the top
Yeah.
rhinestone top. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty.
So I was like, that's so pretty.
It is very
Um,
pretty.
okay, so what's our next theme? We were just saying it's coming into spring now. There's
Yes, it
lots of
is.
fun. But we always love to hear from you all.
Yeah, what do y'all want to see? Because sometimes I feel brain dead and I can't think of any.
I'm
Themes.
still, if I'm saying this is still the one that I'm saying rush out, and I'm still like in love with.
It is very good.
Rush out. Okay, so wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, does anybody have any ideas? Sorry, I have been I have had strep, so I'm a little bit crazy right now. I'm on the mend.
I don't have an excuse. Like,
Fresh
fresh
scents
scents for spring.
unisex.
I
Oh,
love Altair. Yeah,
I like that one too. Ooh, that's another one they just came out with, Perseus or something. It was a bright
Yeah, the
yellow.
yellow bottle, the bright
Yeah.
yellow bottle. Yeah, yeah.
I think, you know what? We need some, I think we should do spring all around.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
because
have
I
to
can
be
think of a couple
freshy.
green ones.
I will have some, so, but we can just do spring in general. Cause if you're not,
Yeah, we'll do that because I think I only have like, you know me, I'm like not the best with green scents. Although some of my, some of the ones I love are like nothing but green. So I'm like, what? I don't
and
make sense in what I like and what I
we're
don't like. But
also, I decided we're going to dress up in spring dresses too. For the next
did you miss the part where I said I live in leggings and t-shirts?
I'm going to be playing the part.
It takes a lot. Oh, here's something totally perfume related. But while I've got everybody on here, I was going to make a post on my Instagram. I'm going to St. Thomas in April. I need a cute, some cute websites for like fun tropical dresses.
I found one.
Like $500 a piece.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Abby's like, sorry, that puts me out the running.
Well, no, but I just found this cutest brand, and I was like, oh my gosh, the Sue Sitar. I just discovered them. And then I was like, that's where I was kind of going with is we've had like 2 nice days of weather, and all of a sudden I'm like, woo, it's spring.
But are
now
they
it's all
super
day.
expensive?
What's that? But
Are they super expensive?
I do have a brand for you that's not gonna.
Because the reason I don't want them to be super expensive is because I live in leggings and t-shirts. So it's like, unless I'm going to a tropical, destination, I'm probably not going to wear it again. I don't want to spend a ton of money on it.
I agree. And I think we have some good Amazon picks, these like caftan things, but you don't.
See, and I'm so bad with Amazon because I just don't have the patience to like scroll through and find something. I know there's so many good things to find.
We're not going to take care of it for you. Everybody, this is going to be really fun.
This is your homework. DM me a cute Amazon tropical dress.
I think this could be fun though, because I agree with you, but I do think that we could just send you some links so that you don't have to do the scrolling. We can model you in some cute spring.
That's what I want. I want everybody else to do it for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I
really am not a good shopper, except for perfume and skincare.
I'm a good shopper. I'll get you covered.
And shop. Okay, I will check out Shopbop too.
If you guys want to help, that would be good. But I'm good at spending other people's money. Really
Yeah. Yes,
so,
I would love for y'all to be my personal shoppers.
I love it. Yes, you guys, I'm serious. This could be super fun. I need it too.
Oh, and you know what else would be fun? Y'all can send me what perfume you think goes with the outfit.
I love this. Like, that's what I was saying. That's kind of where I was like, we got to get a dress on and like match our
And
perfume.
you've got to match
changes.
That okay. This is exciting. This benefits me. That's why I'm so excited. But it's exciting.
This is always so much fun.
I know.
You
I love
guys
it.
are Kentucky Derby. I forgot about
I've never been to the Kentucky Derby. I'm so close, but I have never been.
Okay, this is gonna be fun. I'm definitely in the spring vibes, even though it's like rainy, cold, and
it's currently 39 degrees here. So
okay, so we're in the same, but I'm just gonna put it out there. Okay, I think this will be so much fun. And thank you so much.
Yes, thank y'all. Yes, I'm definitely gonna need a hat. And I'm gonna be one of those look, I have been Googling UPF hats, like to show me in the sun and my face don't get along. So I'm trying to find a cute sun protection hat too.
I think that we just do full on. Let's just, you guys, head to toe plus perfume. Mandy going to St. Thomas. Here we come.
All right. Yay. And next time we're going to do spring fragrances for y'all.
Yes. So excited.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. You are amazing. Okay. Talk to you soon.